Hi there, I'm Siobhan. I teach figure drawing, and this is where I post videos relating to drawing the figure from life, how to make dynamic and expressive drawings. In today's video, I'm continuing on with my sketchbook series. I'm trying to work in my sketchbook every single day as much as I can, and I'm documenting that here. I usually work with lineofaction.com for any timed poses of the model. And I'll leave a couple of links as well for you to check out those videos if you're interested. Today, though, I thought I'd just focus on doing some portrait studies. So using the very same sort of loose gestural approach, instead of drawing the whole figure, I'm just focusing on the features of the face. And basically my approach is to try and capture the dynamic essence or quality in the drawing rather than making a photorealistic drawing. So stay tuned if you're interested, and here's the drawing session that I did today. For this drawing, I'm working with a charcoal pencil, which is not a great drawing tool for this kind of sketchy line work because it's quite a hefty drawing tool, but I mean, I like it because you can make gestural marks and, work with it on its side to make shading areas. And all I'm doing here is using my line, just very, very exploratory, searching out the landmarks of the face and finding my way around that way. I tend to, when I'm drawing something, to measure by sight and use a contour line or a cross contour line as much as possible to kind of coordinate that sighting with my mark making. The effect is that it often ends up that my drawing looks quite map-like because I allow the pencil really just to search out these landmarks and I leave those marks in the drawing. I think they're as important a part of a drawing as anything else really. I generally find profiles very difficult to draw, especially ones that are completely straight-on profiles. It's just getting those angles right between the nose and the mouth and the chin is quite difficult. But yeah, so just loosely sketching in the rest. Once you've got the main features, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, you can just loosely sketch in the volume of the head. And really, that's all there is to that. I mean, I didn't, as I say, just to re-emphasize, this is a loose sketch. It's not a proper portrait by any means. It's a study, maybe for a painting later on or something like that, but really just a very loose sketch. So for this drawing, my reference photo, the guy was turning, you're actually looking at him from behind. So I just finished it off just like that. Then I moved on to another drawing. This drawing is going to be more front on. And for this one, I'm using a Conte stick as my drawing tool. It's got a very nice consistency to work with. It's not charcoaly, but it's not crayon-y either. It's somewhere in between. I'll speed up this drawing process here just so that you can see the finished result a little bit quicker. The thing I realized when I was making this drawing is that if I try to make a finished drawing, that's usually pretty disastrous. And if I just instead try to let go and not control the process so much, I get a much better result. For example, I was trying to draw an eye, and whenever I try to draw an eye, it just looks awful. If I focus rather on drawing, the shapes within the eye or the dark areas first, rather than trying to make an overall eye, I always have a lot more success. my last drawing of the session. Again, I just speeded up the video so that you don't have to sit through the process and for it to be too boring. This is another profile, another tricky profile drawing. Again, I'm trying to measure and plot the distance between things, like the distance between the eye and the nostril, distance between the eyebrow and the hairline. If I get those down first and if I get them right, the rest of the drawing just fits in. And another really key area to plot out is the distance between the ear and the eye, and then the distance between the ear and the back of the head. If those distances are off, the whole drawing doesn't work. And even though I'm not trying to make a nice drawing or in any way a finished drawing, I still want to get those proportions correct. I still want to work them out for myself. I got these models, these poses from lineofaction.com, as I said earlier. So, you know, it's a great resource to have, but definitely nothing beats drawing from life. But when you don't have somebody to draw from life, then practicing with these poses, these timed poses over on websites like that, resources like that, it's a good practice for your daily sketchbook. Thanks very much for checking out this video. I really appreciate it. Leave any comments that you have down below. I'd love to hear back from you if you've got any thoughts about this approach to drawing. For me, the biggest challenge is actually just opening the sketchbook. And I find after that, drawing is easy, but making time to just sit down and even 20 or 30 minutes is quite a challenge sometimes. Again, thanks for checking this out. Stay tuned if you want to see more videos about this kind of drawing, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.